Hello guys, welcome to our first vid.
AI, we're not doing that.
However, what we are doing is creating a game. Yeah, anyway, welcome to our little game project where we will be creating a super original idea called a roguelike. That's it, an idea no one's heard of before. We aim to show how we progress through our journey of making a roguelike whilst I hold myself back from shouting at Sam when he doesn't know how to code and ultimately breaks the project.
After this video, you might not think that we both have studied game design for 3 years. But I assure you, we have. This little clip back here? Yeah, that's our masterpiece right there. They grow up so fast. So, this is what has been made so far. Looks great, doesn't he? He might be better if he can move though. There we go.
Movement looks good. How about we add an attack for the player and something for them to kill? For the player to attack, I think a simple collision box that turns on when the player presses the left mouse button should work, and then turns off after a small timer. When it comes to the enemy, they just need a health system that allows them to take damage and disappear when their health reaches 0. It might also help if the player can look towards the thing they're trying to kill. So let's make them always attack towards the mouse position and signify it by giving the player some sweet goggles. We also now have the ability to dodge away from enemies when you click space. Now that's all working, perhaps enemies might be a little more interesting if they could chase the player and damage them, so let's add that real quick. Maybe the enemy shouldn't die when it hits the player. Yeah, that's better. With melee enemies somewhat working, I think it would be good if we had a ranged enemy that tries to stay away from the player while shooting projectiles. It is important with these enemies that the player can catch up with them to attack them, and also that the projectiles are a good speed for the player to be able to dodge.
Of course, nothing's perfect yet, and we're going to encounter some glitches such as this. But I mean, at this point in time, we are going to see this a lot, but it'll be fixed.
I also tried getting the enemies to follow the player around walls and other obstacles so that they won't get stuck whilst moving towards the player. However, this is going to need a lot more work, as now the enemies don't even move. With a quick revert, the melee enemies now work like they were before.
As you can tell, this is the first video we've majorly edited, so things will get better. But for now, this is what you're having. But for the people that did stay around, thank you for staying around watching to the end. And I hope that you do come across to subscribing to us, to seeing the journey that we do, where the project goes to. But yeah, I should add some explosions for the subscribe, you know, really emphasize that. And then of course you get to watch some more amazing shorts. They're great. Anyway, thanks for watching.